Unfortunately, with an update to the shader pack, I lost my last world, but this is going to be a new world, and hopefully I'm going to do better in it. So I started traveling over this hill and saw what a beautiful landscape there was so far. So looked around a little bit, and then I started going down. I then found a forest, and then cut down a few trees. But I've had to cut this video up quite a lot because it was 40 minutes long, but I've managed to shorten it down to less than 10 minutes. And as I was cutting the tree, I realized that there was like perspective blur, so depending what you were looking on, everything else would actually blur out. But when you get to the caves and underground, it gets a bit weird and choppy. So this is footage of Compy discovering that his life is a lie, and the third person viewing on this shader pack allows you not to just follow the back of your head, so you can get some really cinematic shots. So yeah, I use this feature quite frequently. It's not the most practical, but it does look really cool. Moving on to the underground, I was amazed of how well the stone looked, I guess, in the shader pack, and I struggled to mine a single piece of cobblestone, but eventually I got the hang of it by ignoring the shaders for once, and then I started going down to the cave. I found a coal vein, which I mined out, but I've cut a lot of just the mining out of this, because otherwise it takes ages, because then it'll be another 10 minutes. But yeah, if you look carefully, the blur effect's going to start getting a little choppy, but the torch does vibrate. The end of it vibrates to, like, I don't know, show it's a fire. So it's quite cool. After heading down the cave a bit, I found another iron vein. So I mined that up, and then I managed to find a huge drop, I think, which will just be coming up. Because obviously I'm doing a voiceover, otherwise everything would be cut. Yeah, so I had to place blocks down there because I was being really careful. Then I jumped down, and then went looking for iron. After finding some iron, I mined it up, and then I went over to another coal vein I saw. But then in the middle of mining it, I got attacked by a skeleton. Now I don't know if it was the shader pack, but this skeleton seemed really strong. Look how many times I hit it with a sword. Surely that's not normal. I was left on a single heart for the rest of that cave journey. It wasn't nice. I couldn't do anything because I had to be really careful. Anyways, I also bumped into this spider, and their legs have like a joint in, so they looked really creepy, like actual spiders, but the glow in their eyes in the darkness was really cool. I eventually started trying to find my way out, because I only had one heart, and that's not the best health to be on when you're exploring, but I accidentally mined into this water cave, and let's just say I didn't get out in the end. I was dying, so I quickly stepped on a magma block for some bubbles, because if you step on a magma block you get air. But then, yeah, I took a bit of damage from the magma block, and tried to find the place I came in, but I don't know, it was way too dark, so I ended up dying, because I died instantly. And I felt well stupid when I respawned, but I decided to keep persevering, not just like starting again, and try and go back there. So after swimming the whole journey back, I eventually made it back near where I died. So I made a little hole in the ground to start mining down, and I made sure to put a block in front of it, just so no skeletons or anything would come in. Okay, so eventually I found stuff in the water cave. You help with the help of torchlight, and yeah, I powered back up and yeah, got this crafting table, and yeah, this is where skeleton did actually attack me, so the block's kind of pointless. But yeah, and my sword actually broke while fighting this one, but luckily my fists were enough to kill it in the end. So yeah, I placed down a crafting table, then a furnace, and then I put all the iron I collected in the furnace. There looks a lot more, that's because I cut some out. Just so once again, this isn't 40 minutes long. But when I got out, I realised how nice it looks. But then a skeleton started shooting me. But once it burnt, look how this creeper moves. It's got no neck bones. It's terrifying. I'm scared of it. It's, yeah. It wasn't too hard to kill, but I was a bit freaked out by it. Anyways, I started messing around with the third perspective thing again, and I was enjoying my time. And then swam through here. The weather changed to raining, so it didn't really look that nice. But yeah, I made this little hole in a hill to quickly spend the night because there was mobs everywhere, and you'll see in a second the whole landscape changes depending on what time it is. So I crafted a bed out of the materials I had, and then took my first sleep on the world. And yeah, when I woke up, I was gifted this wonderful view. I thought it was absolutely crazy how nice it looked, and I knew instantly this is where I want to put my base. It's a similar place to where I was going to put my house in the last world, but that one got deleted. But, I think I prefer this house. So I started putting up the wooden planks, messed around with the zoom feature I found. I don't know, I looked very majestic. And then I placed down some more logs, then I got some fence posts, and then I decided I should probably make some storage for the items I don't own, because they all fit my inventory, but I felt like I'm just gonna make myself some chests, because it'll look nice. So I crafted some double chests, placed them down, and then I also started building steps up. So my idea was this is going to be like a little stable part or something, I don't know, and then my actual stuff will be on top. But yeah, as the evening grew shorter, it started looking really nice. And then right here, I decided that a 40-minute clip's probably more than enough to edit, so I decided to log off. I hope you enjoyed this video. It was actually a lot of fun to edit, and if you want a reliable upload schedule, subscribe.